I'm Mallory Pritchard, and I am part of the Sensory Inclusive team for KultureCity. About 6 months ago, we trained the Homewood Library to become sensory inclusive so that they offer sensory story times, quiet areas, and sensory bags for individuals and families to use when they visit the library.
Yes, we were so excited when Mallory contacted us, and I'm Laura Tucker, the head of Children's Services here at the Homewood Public Library. And the sensory story time we've been doing once a month with lots of sensory activities throughout the story time. And we also were excited about the event that we're having today. But what we have are the noise canceling headphones, weighted lap mats, fidget toys. Those items are always going to be in the library so that people know that and they can come and feel comfortable checking those out from us.
Families can find out more about our partnership with the Homewood Library online through the Homewood Library's website or the KultureCity website. And specifically on the Homewood Library website, you can print out a social story to help in preparation for your trip to the library.
So what do you have right now going on the Homewood Library? Can you talk about today's event?
Sure. Today we have the Culture City Extravaganza from 2 to 4 p.m. and we had 25 families register to come and bring their kids to the library for our first big event with Culture City, and it's been a great success. We've had UAB has been here to help with their occupational therapy students, and we are also hoping to promote our sensory story time that's once a month, and are giving calendars to everyone about our sensory story time, and did a sample sensory story time as well.
Great, that sounds like a great support. Tell us about is there any other libraries that are doing like this?
No, Homewood Library is the only one that we've partnered with thus far. We're hoping that more will reach out, specifically children's libraries throughout, so that we can incorporate more sensory story times and give back events like the one that we did today. And today's event wasn't a traditional egg hunt. Instead, it was set up with stations with grace motor activities and then sensory activities to provide tactile feedback, visual feedback, auditory feedback for the children to participate in a very sensory inclusive environment.
Great. What about the story time? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So the story time, with that we have a visual schedule that we follow throughout the story time. We also have lots of sensory components for the story. We might use egg shakers, bean bags, scarves to do songs with. I like the kids to have a prop that they can use to help me tell the story so that they don't feel they just have to sit there and listen. We also do bubbles at the end, which is always a big hit. We do a happy song and we do bubbles at the end of every sensory story time, and that's a great time for everyone to come together and smile and have a great time at the library.
So you mentioned a lot about the sensory. I've never heard this term used. A sensory egg hunt. Tell us a little bit about what is that?
So as a neurotypical individual, our nervous system works together to process all of our different senses that are coming in. So every bit of information that we receive, our body is processing and creating an adaptive response. There are many diagnoses where sensory processing is affected directly. So some of those are autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, PTSD, dementia, just to name a few. So these individuals have a hard time coming out and participating in community settings and community activities due to the increased volume levels, the increased visual input, the increased auditory input. So what our goal is to give resources to organizations to make these places and activities more inclusive for all individuals in the Birmingham area.
So do you guys want to say anything for people to come, who are listening, to be part of this kind of events in the future? What would you like to say?
Yeah, I think any organization that wants to reach out to Culture City to become sensory inclusive, you can do that on our website through a contact form. We would love to increase our partnerships not only in the Birmingham area, but really nationwide.
And we'd also like to increase awareness that the sensory story time is a time that we gear more that way. However, all of our story times have a lot of sensory input in them, so hopefully with a comfort level they will come to the library more to try different programs and know that they are welcome at all.
Great, thanks for your time, and thanks for all you guys do.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to Homewood Library.
Thank you.